President Heber J. Grant tells of a different type of reward that comes from trusting in the Lord. When he was a young man, he heard his bishop in a sacrament meeting, which was then held on Thursdays. In the early days, we held our sacrament meetings on Thursdays, make a strong appeal for donations. At that time, President Grant had $50 in his pocket, which he intended to deposit in the bank. But he was so impressed by his bishop's appeal that he tendered the whole $50 to the bishop. The bishop took $5 of it and handed back the $45, stating that $5 was his full share. And then President Grant replied, "Bishop Woolley, by what right do you rob me of putting the Lord in debt, my debt? Didn't you preach here today that the Lord rewards fourfold? My mother is a widow, and she needs $200. My boy," queried the bishop, "do you believe that if I take this other $45, you will get your $200 quicker?" "Certainly," replied President Grant. Now here was an expression of trusting in the Lord which Bishop could not withstand. He took the remaining $45. President Grant testified that on his way home from the fast meeting back to work, or not on the way home, but on his way back to his work from the fast meeting, an idea popped into his head, acting upon which he made $218.50. Speaking on this incident years later, he said, someone will say that it would have happened anyway. I do not think it would have happened. I do not think I would have got the idea. I am a firm believer that the Lord opens up the windows of heaven when we do our duty financially and pours out upon us blessings of a spiritual nature which are of far greater value than temporal things, but I believe he also gives us blessings of a temporal nature.